Alright, so now we're going to make a video about if you are repairing your fuser unit and you have discovered that this has happened because you've left it go too long before repairing it. So if you have a look here, you've got, these are the 4 separation claws, 1, 2, 3, and that's how they're supposed to look. They're a 2-piece unit. You've got one hard plastic Teflon coated gold coloured finger. It connects to the white plastic base, and over here we've got this one where it's torn it off. So what will typically happen is if you let it go too far and you let the finger dig in, it will tear the gold finger off. What typically happens is the gold finger will fall into the paper tray in the bottom of the machine, or if you go looking around in the back of the machine where the fuser sits. So when it tears it off, it will fling it out, and it will either be sitting in here on the plate or it will fall down below, and if you pull the paper tray out, you'll find it sitting in the back here in the paper tray, or alternatively it will also be sitting up here, right up the very back of the duplex unit. And that's the duplex unit which flips the paper over. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to get this finger out so that you can repair it. You can't buy the fingers. Brother don't sell the fingers by themselves, just as they don't sell the fuser roller by themselves. So what you've got to do is you've got to go through the back of the fuser. So if we have a look here, this is the back of the finger. They're really easy to get out, but they're also really easy to lose because they're spring loaded. So we simply get a screwdriver, push it in and unclip the spring nice and gently, and then you can just put your fingers in there or better yet, get yourself a nice hard table and tip it out. And this is the remaining piece. Now what you can do is you can simply super glue. You got to be careful not to only use a very tiny amount of super glue. Don't get any glue caught up in the actual spring. If you get glue caught up in the spring, it just stops it from working. Now the gold coloured tooth, it also holds the spring into position. If you have a look here, you can see the other end of the spring goes through here, and the your gold coloured tooth locks around this plastic notch here, and it should lock the spring into position so it can't fall out. Now if you've broken your finger and you've only got half a finger, that's okay, as long as you've got one edge that goes up the edge of this white bump. That's enough. The super glue is enough for it to hold it into position. We've done several fuser rebuilds where we've just simply glued the broken finger back on and it holds and it works. So once you've glued your finger on, Just let it set for a few hours. You don't want to put it back in wet, and then it's just simply a case of putting it back in, that way, and then hooking the spring around and locking it back into position. Very easy to do. There we go, it's locked back in, spring loaded. And there you have it. So I hope that makes the job easier for you.